Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we're going to try out another tribal deck. We tried vampires. We're going to try out some historic collected company werewolves. We got some new cards since the last time we tried out this deck with Alchemy's release. We got Tenacious Pup being a wolf that buffs up our other creatures. And then we got Rahilda as a card advantage, another way to enable the day-night cycle. We do have the 1-drop like 2/1 wolf, but we don't really play any 4-drops in the deck other than Coco, so kind of didn't want to play that. What we do have is some copies of Werewolf to ramp us up. We have our Storm Seekers, we have our Tovolar Dire Overlords for card advantage, Kessig for ramp, Pack Leader as just a beefy creature, and then I have a couple cards in here just for dealing with the best of one meta. We got some Whirling Vortex versus the combo decks, as well as a way to just grind against control. And then we got Bone Crusher Giant as some removal, but also a way to break 9 Lives locks or Sarah's Emissary lock, stuff like that. Got Collected Companies, some creature lands in Den of the Bugbear and Lair of the Hydra, and then playing some unclaimed territory as well because we don't have a fast land. Notably, I'll be naming Werewolf with this card because the flip side is Werewolf, and you want to be able to cast your creatures instead of just naming Wolf or human. So we'll give this a shot. Let's play some historic wolves, and we will go from there. Some interesting cards you could try out in this. Night Pack Ambusher was something we tried last time, but it did allow you to enable the day-night cycle, but it's not a Kokobo hit. We got some better like lower curve things. So I want to see, did I just do unranked? I did unranked. Let me just concede. We want to do ranked games. We are ranked Magic players. This new overlay is just terrible. The amount of times I just incorrectly queue into matches. All right, let's try that again. Historic ranked wolves. Go. As we fire up this game, as always, if you do enjoy the content here on the channel, and you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. And if you can, drop a like and a comment on the video. Helps the YouTube algorithm recommend me to others. But we will play some games, see how this one goes. Tried out vampires. It was too fair for the format, I think. Got up to Diamond last night. I've really not played that much this month. I've been doing Cube when I have been playing games, but went with old trusty mono red. We were playing some Chandra and Taxes for a while, but the latter wasn't too kind to us for a bit. The old keep 2 lands, never draw a 3rd land. Vampires was the opposite. Play 23 lands, draw 11 lands. In your deck that doesn't have that many, or has a lot of ways to redraw. Alright, we go first. 1 lander. Don't think we can keep. This hand looks good though. Think we. So we're definitely keeping. I think we're gonna put. I'm actually gonna put. I think I'm gonna put a land away. So even if they kill my elf, I have a Naturalist on 2 that could ramp me up. This gives me a lot of optionality. Okay, so it's the mono red aggro deck. I'll give something haste, so Tovolar comes down on 2. No blocks. That's a great draw. Haste these. Because then Tovolar comes down next turn. Also have the option with Kessig to give it haste and stomp something. So if we want to do that, we can. They're just going to have like every BTE under the sun. Okay, Vortex is an interesting one on their part. So we hit the land here. I can give this haste That trades with 2 if they want. Could also hold up Bone Crusher. I think I'm gonna opt for Tovolar, haste, draw a card, depending on how they want to block. Now they can double block my Storm Tamer, my Storm Seeker. But either way, I'm going to draw a card. And I think that's most what I'm interested in. I probably should have waited to see if I drew a land. Okay. Might have been right just to attack with Tovolar that turn. If they wanted to trade 2 for 1. So my version plays Static Discharge. I don't know if they're playing my version. Most of the versions of Mono Red don't play Static Discharge, so they can only deal 2 damage in the form of Stomp. They'll be playing Chain Whirler. They go up to... what's the big boy? The Troll. So they gave something haste. Her mana's a little awkward being off of a red mana. I think we're just going to take it this turn. Okay, they just hard cast Crusher. It's actually pretty good. Didn't see an instant yet. If we had the mana, I would have double Kessig to get Kovlar to flip. Just being taxed on the red mana right now is making it awkward. Currently ahead on damage. They do have a pump available with the Castle Embereth, so worth remembering. Ooh, notably here, they did flip for my Tovlar. So I can Kessig here. I think we're just gonna just do this for the turn. So they could pump something to 5, but I think we wait till next turn. Because then I could play out the other Naturalist and buff. Really just want a red mana. Or a Coco. I take a Coco or a red mana. Their version might be on Cleave with Annex, so it's worth just noting that. Okay, Okay, so we do see red mana here. So I think we play this out. It's a pretty free attack here. I think we see how they block. If they want to forego because we do have the pump available too, so if they don't block properly we could kill them. Honestly, this turn I think I'm just cool with letting these trade and then stomping the Burning Tree Emissary. Stop. Stop. Come here. Come here. Come here. We're in a pretty good spot. Sorry about that. Hey, quiet. Quiet, 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 quiet. So we do flip back here. They do have... That's the only downside with the Naturalist kill there. We do have this Den active. These are also quite threatening at this point, just because they can pump with the castle. So just need to be mindful from a math perspective. Might be able to kill him on the crackback though. Quiet. So, seeing what they do. Sorry about my dog. Sheep protect. So that hits for 6. I think that's fine. Because it does tap them out of most of their mana for the turn. And then I have the ability to, in combat, stomp. This also flips my stuff, which is notable if they don't have another spell. You have a spell? No spell. So they're dead on upkeep. They're dead to the stomp. I forgot to kill that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So +2. Okay. I wanted to have Stomp available just in case there was any sort of shenanigans. I didn't think they had a way to get out of that, but that was an interesting match. So we were able to kind of go toe-to-toe. That was a Malta 6 that we kind of stumbled on red mana. So want to keep that in mind as we play more games if we do need to adjust our count of red lands. Could just be coincidental. Llanowar only producing green, while useful to ramp, we do have a lot of like green-red cards. Bone Crusher being pretty heavy, like light on red for a splash, but also heavy just in terms if you want a double spell for the turn. The only thing I think that game we maybe wanted to do different was the turn we attacked with the Stormseeker, just attacking with Tovolar, offering the trade 2 for 1, but keeping the ability to have haste. Now, saying that, we didn't know we wouldn't draw a red land for like 4 turns. So just the little things. Like when you look back at games, you want to see like, yes, we won that game or we lost that game, but could I have taken a different line? The value of Stormseeker was much higher than Burning Tree, which was pretty free for them to play out 2 on turn 2. Opponent goes first. We're on the draw. If we keep Llanowar, we're good. I think I'm going to try this. We need to hit a land. If they kill my Llanowar, I'm in a really rough spot. If they don't, then I'm in a pretty good spot. Think okay, so I think we take a turn. Hope that we don't get like Colossal Hammered somehow. If we get Colossal Hammered, we die. Okay, Fireblade's fine. Did not hit a land. I'm a bit concerned. Okay, so well, I guess I just place. I think we still attack if they want to do the Fireblade. That's fine. I still have Stomp available. Ooh. Do I want to be trading? So I think given Resolute Strike, we're going to kill this Core Blade Master. Was not expecting that. Another Charger's a bit annoying. Let's go Naturalist here. If I draw a land, it could let me Coco on the combat step. I had 23 lands in this deck. I think we need to go to 24. Ooh, that's disgusting. Especially when we don't draw lands. So I could go Rahilda. I'm gonna go. I want to guarantee I can Coco. We're gonna add another land after this. It's 2 games. Yikes. Also see Burner come down. That is also terrifying. So let's go red, red. So we have Storm Seeker and Pack Leader. So we'll... Why did it tap my red mana? No! I could have held the 2. It's fine. It's fine. That's 11, 12... No, that's just 13. We got punked! We got punked! I gotta add a land. Missing lands hurts way too much in this deck. We really want... Like, we've had nice looking hands, but... I think I'm gonna go down 1 Pack Leader. It's a little hard to cast. Let's try that again. We've been pretty hungry for red mana. So like that game we could have technically killed the Fireblade Charger when they had the trigger on the stack. That would have left me Tovolar around. We'll try this. Trying this because we're on the play. Probably an Ugin deck. Could be Affinity. It's Affinity. Yeah. That's for Sentinel. Just gonna get this out of the way now. The more artifacts they have, it makes their other stuff cheaper. And my hand's basically set up in a way where I want to just keep curving out. So next turn, I have the option... Well, it's really Tovolar. I'd like a land for Coco. Genius Smith. That would have been a better target. That could get pretty big. Shadow Spear is going to be a pain. Oh, I need to get the trigger. Why do you forsake me? I add a mountain and now suddenly our deck hates us. Wow, they let me draw 2 there. We're just not gonna draw. Okay. I was about to get real pissed if we somehow missed the land. So they get equipped here. If I play Keswick, it's kind of a free attack. So yeah, I can play Keswick. Attack with it. And then Coco. So I'm going to do this now. I'm going to offer the trade. Because this is the last turn with Ingenious Smith that I can actually trade with it. I don't think anything buffs us right now, so we'll trade here, and then we'll collect a company. They do get a card draw out of this, but I think it's fine. This lets me play out these pack leaders, both give them haste. Nettlecyst gonna be big. Nettlecyst gonna have lifelink, shit. Okay. So I can do this. I can do this. So you get haste, you get haste. All our 1-drops are green. So you do gain some life here. Get another pack leader. The lifelink's what's pulling him in this game. We got a nice like offensive, but them gaining 9 life a turn. Yep, Exacxies. Bit of the problem. We don't have Embercleave, so we can't go over the top. Embercleave's too slow, I think, in this format. Let's give this one more, see how it plays out. Kind of what we're seeing. These linear decks, like, you need to hit them at a different angle, I think. We're just not... Our 3-drops are pretty underwhelming. Our Coco hits aren't the greatest. I wanted to give it a shot. See if they were playable. There's like the synergy element that we saw, but... Curious to see... What are we at? I think we're 1 and 2. Opponent goes first. Screw it, let's try. Don't play a creature on 1. We are 1 and 2. Let's try this one out. Remember our name Werewolf? Okay, versus Niv, the Roiling Vortex are pretty good. It's a good draw. Growth Spiral. Is this a ramp deck? Are we gonna get Nised? Or is it a flash deck? It's a flash deck. Am I gonna get Night Pack Ambushed? one game where we don't have 1-drop, 2-drop. I mean, they might fall for the Gear Hulk. Kill themselves line. You gonna counters? Crazy B. Could go Vortex, Vortex. So I'm gonna start with this. Could have another Gear Hulk. So I lose out on the card draw. But they might have been tempted there. Oh, I shouldn't have shocked. Oops. Oops. Playing a little sloppy now. That went through pretty quick. Don't think they'd be on Anger of the Gods. Werewolf flips. Opponent's head explodes. Somehow bet flash. Just didn't draw any Gear Hulks or anything. Got rewinded to hell. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Medium deck. You can win some games, but overall you're probably not gonna do wonders with it. You're better off just playing like normal Gruul. Stormseeker was fine. The mana was kind of awkward. Never really got to use Rahilda in the deck. This just very average card. But yeah, so let me know what you think. We will catch you next time. If you can, drop a like, comment, and subscribe.